You are up on the bright side. Sunday Fun Day started here with us. Thank you so much. I'm Josh Sidorowitz.
And I'm meteorologist Natalie Ferrari.
A little warmer this morning stepping out than it was at least yesterday.
Yeah.
And so there's that.
We got that in our favor. But yesterday afternoon even got warm very quickly.
No complaints. It was beautiful, yeah.
Stunning. My favorite word to use.
Stunning or
gorgeous.
Today, the U.S. is flying Americans who have been stuck on a quarantine cruise ship in Japan back to the States. A couple from Crystal River has been on that Diamond Princess cruise ship, along with nearly 4,000 other people, for nearly 2 weeks now. Could you imagine this? It is one of dozens of quarantines happening worldwide because of the coronavirus. 285 people on board the Diamond Princess ship have tested positive for it, with 67 new cases found just yesterday. We know the couple from here in the Bay Area has requested to be evacuated, but that can only happen if they are healthy.
If one of us is sick, we will be removed to a Japanese hospital.
Leaving flowers for Phoebe, how a group is helping the memory of a little girl in St. Petersburg live on this morning.
If I'm gonna get held up over these posters, these kids are getting these posters today.
For this Florida teacher, going above and beyond for her students meant throwing a punch, what she was trying to buy when she fought off a robber.
Ooh.
And to recline or not to recline, yeah, we're talking about it this morning. We want to know what you think about this now viral debate.
Lots of opinions.
Good morning to you. It is Sunday, February 16, 2020. You are up on the bright side. I'm Josh Sidorowitz.
And I'm meteorologist Natalie Ferrari.
And you know, today being the 16th means tomorrow is actually the first day of spring training in baseball.
It's going to be a great season, y'all.
You're talking,
roll it out.
You only get on the bandwagon if your Astros win the World
that's
Series.
The thing. You know,
hopefully,
the closer we get to, it benefiting me.
see one of those fans.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, half of the MLB's 30 teams, they hold their practices and games right here in sunny Florida ahead of the start of the regular season, which that starts at the end of the March.
Yeah.
So we've got
and my dad's a huge Yankees fan, so I gotta also keep a very close eye on them too.
Happening today, people will ride to remember Phoebe Johnchuk and raise money in her honor. The 5-year-old girl's father was convicted last year of killing her after throwing her off the Dick Meisner Bridge leading up to the Sunshine Skyway in 2015. The trial and decision might be behind us, but organizers tell Brightside reporter Madison Allworth the work is not done yet. She is live at Joe's on the beach in St. Pete. Madison, when do the riders start to arrive there this morning? Trying to get home. This morning, a Bay Area couple is among hundreds hoping to head home here today as the U.S. Embassy begins evacuating Americans from a quarantine cruise ship in Japan. Good Sunday morning to you. Natalie Ferrari, good morning to you.
Good morning, Josh. It's a little bit on the warmer side for sure, especially as you get ready to head out the door. A few clouds as well. And you're going to definitely notice that humidity. It just feels a little bit stickier out there. That will be the trend over the next couple of mornings and for sure over the next afternoons. We'll talk more about that and what you can plan out for your Sunday Fun Day coming up.
Hopefully I scared him a little bit and thinking that he really was being tracked.
And that local man says he felt violated knowing someone was scoping out where his family lives and in some cases taking what was not theirs. So he came up with a plan to catch a thief. And a moment in time, washed up on shore, how a woman found her cassette tape 25 years after losing it. Now she just has to find a player.
Yeah, no kidding.
It is Sunday, February 16, 2020. Sunday. You are up on the bright side. Thank you for starting here with us. As always, I'm Josh Sidorowitz.
And I'm meteorologist Natalie Ferrari.
Yesterday turned out to be great.
Yes. And
Today,
it got warmer quicker than kind of anticipated.
I had all my windows open and then I thought, wait a minute.
And you close them.
Getting a little hot.
Yeah.
More of the same today.
More of the same, if anything, maybe a degree or two warmer towards this afternoon. But for the most part, you're still going to need the sunglasses, still plenty of blue skies. Umbrella may be our friend, though, by tomorrow morning. So I'm going to get you ready for...
Let's get you in the know this morning. Several rockets hit near the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad overnight. More specifically, they hit an Iraqi base hosting U.S. troops. Right now, no deaths have been reported, but the base does have some damage. There have been several strikes just like this recently on bases in Iraq, including the one last month that hurt dozens of U.S. service members. Iranian leaders say it is retaliation for the U.S. drone strike that killed Iran's top general, Qasem Soleimani. U.S. Border Patrol agents are being sent into several major so-called sanctuary cities across the country to arrest undocumented immigrants. The Trump administration sending 100 members of the elite team called BORTAC into cities like Chicago, Detroit, New York, and San Francisco. A New York Times report describes BORTAC as, quote, the SWAT team of the Border Patrol. It's a crackdown that could last into May. The Trump administration says these sanctuary cities, which generally refuse to help the feds enforce immigration policies, are unsafe. A man accused of attacking 2 kids with a machete is being held without bond here this morning. 47-year-old Dennis Reedy faced a judge in Broward County yesterday for attempted murder charges. The 2 girls police say he attacked remain in serious condition at the hospital. Police say Reed was watching the children on Friday while their mother packed for a trip, but then things turned violent for some reason, and police say that is when he attacked them with a machete. The man you see on screen here, Bruce Renner, is accused of stealing a gun, firing it in a gas station bathroom and parking lot, then stealing and crashing a car before running off. This all happened in Plant City on Friday. Late last night, deputies said they finally tracked him down and arrested him thanks to the help of their canines. They said he was hiding in a shed. This morning, he's waking up in jail. A man in West Chase is fed up. He says someone has been creeping through his neighborhood and stealing mail. He tells 10 News reporter Angelina Salcido enough is enough, and is showing you the unique method he's using to try and catch this thief.
He reported the alleged thief to the U.S. Postal Service and doesn't want him to hit near his home again.
Get a job, number one. Try to be an upstanding citizen. Don't take things that don't belong to you.
Wow, there you go. Well, if you want to avoid having your mail stolen, the USPS does recommend the following things. 1, sign up for free mail notifications. That way you can actually see what's being delivered each day before it even gets to your mailbox. Also a good idea to have important documents like your W-2s sent electronically. And if you are sending money or gift cards to someone, they recommend you send it from the post office directly, so that way you can actually get tracking information or even a return receipt to make sure it actually gets to where it is supposed to go. The country's 3rd primary contest is happening later this week. The Nevada caucuses are on Saturday. Early voting has already begun there. After Iowa and New Hampshire voting, Senator Bernie Sanders and Pete Buttigieg are battling it out on top. Buttigieg leads the delegate count right now, with Sanders in 2nd, and then Senator Elizabeth Warren in 3rd. Senator Amy Klobuchar and former Vice President Joe Biden, they round out the top 5. Democratic state officials say they are taking steps right now to avoid the same problems that plagued the Iowa caucuses. Democratic candidate Michael Bloomberg is not participating in the Nevada caucuses since he entered the race late, but his campaign is facing several new allegations, including one that he made sexist comments toward women. The former New York mayor has spent more than $380 million on ads trying to shore up support in key states like right here in Florida. He's opening 7 new campaign offices here, including one in Tampa. He now has 10 across our state, including in Sarasota, St. Pete, and Orlando. And a reminder, the deadline to register to vote in Florida for the presidential primary is this coming Tuesday, February 18th. If you still need to do that, we have got everything you need to know posted right now on WTSP.com. Some Democratic senators are calling on U.S. Attorney General William Barr to resign. They are not happy after he intervened in the case against the president's associate, Roger Stone. He has also ordered a review of the case involving former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, who President Trump repeatedly has said was treated unfairly. In his defense, Barr has insisted he and the Justice Department are not influenced by the president. President Trump, by the way, is in Florida today. He's going to be the 2nd sitting president to be at the Daytona 500, but he will be the first to give those famous "start your engines" command to the drivers. George W. Bush was actually the first president to attend the race, also during an election year. Both Ronald Reagan and George H.W. Bush, they visited the track, but it wasn't during the Daytona 500, and there are reports the president's visit could also include a lap around the track in that presidential limo of his.
At the Daytona 500.
The beast.
That's so cool.
Around the track. We shall see if that comes to fruition. All right, we have done a lot of stories about lost pets finding their way home. This is not that story.
Not quite. A music fan lost her cassette tape 25 years ago, but good news, she found it. That's pretty exciting, right? Well, this wasn't just like she misplaced it or something, but lost it while on vacation in Spain when she was 12. The tape was lost at sea, but found by a British artist who was making a piece out of plastic trash from the ocean. The woman happened to see a picture of the cassette and the track list on it, and she immediately recognized it. Of all things, right? She got a hold of the tape from the artist. To get to play it, though, she had to have it taken to an expert at Plymouth University who restored it. And guess what? This cassette tape still works.
What?
That's pretty neat. 25 years later.
A cassette tape of
Yeah.
all things, too.
Do you not have any from like when you were younger still? Just kind
I don't
of
think
sitting
I
in a
have
box?
any cassette. I have CDs.
Yeah.
I now have, oddly enough, vinyl records,
Yeah.
but I don't think I have any cassette tapes.
I still have a whole display of all my CDs, and then in one corner, like 3 cassettes.
Do you have something to
where-
play it with?
I do. I still have my old school, like my childhood room boombox.
Do you have a VCR, too?
Yes, I told you this.
Wow.
Guys, because
It's like a museum at Natalie
it
Ferrari's
really
house.
is. I didn't know how long the Disney Vault was going to be open, so I had to keep my cassette and my VCR.
Wow, a testament to how long some of the plastic trash sticks around our oceans, too.
Yeah,
If you've done it, you know flying can certainly be stressful. You got to deal with long lines, cramped seating, and it's even worse if you get to where you're going only to discover your bag did not make it. So this morning, our news partners in Charlotte, they are ranking the airlines that fly right and the carriers that could use a little lift. Knock on wood, all the flying I do.
Yeah, no kidding.
I have never lost my luggage. Which one time, I know, and one time I was a late check-in.
Yeah.
And I thought for sure it's
Yeah,
not
you're-
making it because they tell you they can't make that guarantee. And
You're like, it's a risk I'm willing to take.
showed up, yes.
Yeah.
While we're on the topic here, we've been asking all morning, is it rude to recline? We are asking after video of a man punching the back of a woman's seat on an airplane has been shared now millions of times across the internet.
Yeah, American Airlines says the situation could have been handled better if both parties had been more respectful. This all started when the woman apparently spilled the man's drink when she reclined back. Delta CEO chimed in, suggesting someone should ask the person behind them for permission to recline their seat on an airplane. When we asked you guys on Twitter, yeah, a lot of you disagreed.
So, airlines are working, though, on a fix, kind of sort of. The FAA has been running tests to set a standard for how small an airplane seat can be and how much space can be between the rows. But don't think they're actually doing this for your comfort.
Nah.
No, it's actually about everyone having enough room to evacuate the plane in case of an emergency. So, we want to hear from you. Is it okay to recline? You can keep voting, WTSP.com/vote. Pull out your free 10 News mobile app. You can vote that way. You can see right now it's 67% say yes, it is my seat. I have every right to recline. 36% saying no, it's rude. I'm surprised at the debate it sparked.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised this is actually a debate that.
Going from here
Yeah, to here. Like, merp.
to each his own.
I put on Twitter. I was like,
This is new video just in here. A couple from Crystal River trying to get back home to the States. They have been stuck in Japan for nearly 2 weeks, quarantined on a cruise ship because of the coronavirus. The U.S. Embassy is flying Americans on that Diamond Princess ship out of Japan starting today. The couple from the Bay Area, they are hoping to be on one of those flights if they are healthy. Anyone who does make it back, though, even if they are healthy, they'll have to be quarantined for another 14 days once they return. Several rockets hit near the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad overnight. More specifically, they hit an Iraqi base hosting U.S. troops. Right now, no deaths have been reported, but the base does have some damage. There have been several strikes just like this recently on bases in Iraq, including the one last month that hurt dozens of U.S. service members. President Trump is in Florida today. He will be the second sitting president to be at the Daytona 500, but the first to give that famous start your engines command to drivers. There are even reports the president's visit just might include a lap around the track in the presidential limo. A coroner is expected to release a cause of death this week for 6-year-old Faye Swetlick. Police escorted her body home yesterday after the autopsy was performed. The missing 6-year-old was found dead on Thursday. She had disappeared from her home in South Carolina 3 days earlier. Investigators have linked her death to a neighbor's whose body was also found near hers. Tradition for an even better cause
So
there.
beautiful.
Thank you, Madison. And all morning long here on Brightside, we have been asking, is it rude to recline your seat on an airplane? Here are the results continuing to come in by just a little bit.
how did it get tight there?
Majority of people
Wow.
saying, yes, it's okay, it's my seat. 48% saying, no, it is rude. Please continue to vote. We're going to leave this open. We're going to try and hop on Facebook Live, too, and continue the
Yeah.
conversation there.
I'm surprised some people will say,
I'm surprised at
yeah, it's rude to.
how many people, were just
use
flat out,
the-
I don't recline. It's my seat.
It's my seat. They use the one feature that you were given on this aircraft.
We get so little on these planes. Give me something.
I want to recline.
At balancing your work life and your home life. We'll show you how you can make working from home work for you. Well, I wish it was an option for us here. You think we could do this from our living room?
Reporting live from Natalie's home.
Thank you for waking up on the bright side with us. Have a great rest of your Sunday fun day. We could do it.
Absolutely, I think so.